Hello, Anna here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a paranormal clearing specialist, a house healer, and I love educating people about all aspects of spirituality, psychic development. And today we're talking about trigger emotions and dark energies and the connection between the two. So we're going to explore what are trigger emotions, how and why we create them, how they're connected to paranormal beings, and some of the things that you can do to stop creating them. Because when we don't create them, we don't attract the paranormals into our homes and into our personal space. So let's get into it. So what are trigger emotions? So my interpretation of a trigger emotion is an automatic response to a particular situation or an experience or a person, something that makes you feel uncomfortable, something that triggers you in such a way that you respond negatively and create an emotion, whether it be resentment, guilt, shame, blame, conflict. There's hundreds of emotions that we can create. Now, people generally, this is my perspective, have 1, 2, or maybe 3 trigger emotions that are specific to you. Emotions like worthless and unworthy tend to go together. Emotions like resentment and conflict tend to go together. So it's working through these, it's doing the shadow work and recognizing what the particular situations are that trigger you, recognizing the emotions that you create in those particular situations, and then what you can do is work on not creating them. And we're going to be talking about that today. How do trigger emotions affect us? So build-ups of particular emotions in your physical body, chakras, meridian lines, energy field, or in your home can alter your state of thinking. They affect your sleep patterns, your eating patterns, your behavior patterns, how you interact and think about yourself, how you interact and think about other people. And these trigger emotions can affect your work. Build-ups of them change the way that your mind works. So it's being aware of these trigger emotions so that we don't attract the paranormal beings that then feed off the types of emotions that build up. So tips and techniques to avoid creating trigger emotions. So awareness and mindfulness to identify what triggers you is the first port of call. When you can have some understanding about a particular person or a situation or an experience, or it might be a past memory that triggers you, then you can start doing some of the shadow work to actually not create those emotions anymore. And sometimes we need to get a doctor involved or a mental health professional, someone that can give you strategies to help you maintain a more positive mental function and help you work through what caused those traumas in the first place where you keep creating those trigger emotions. The second thing you can do is to have a plan. So say there's a particular person in your workplace that triggers you. Now, you're not going to be able to avoid this person all the time, but you can make a plan about ways you're going to interact with this person and ways you're going to respond that aren't going to create these trigger emotions within you. So number 3 is having a can-do attitude. I talk about this a lot. When we are positive and we have our plans and we know we can get through this, we're standing in our personal power, is that having that can-do attitude helps you with your plan, helps you with that trigger person. Now, I still have a trigger person in my life that I deal with constantly. And when I even visualize that person in my mind now, there's no trigger emotions created because I've worked through what was causing that particular emotion to occur. Now, so if you have lived from childhood with a lot of drama or people that cause a lot of trauma in the home and you've experienced or witnessed things, as you grow into an adult, you're then going to still have those triggering situations present in your mind, present in your body. So this is where you see your mental health practitioner. But you can also do some work on this yourself. Say you were bullied as a child by a parent or a brother or a sister, and you're in the workplace and someone is bullying you and it's triggering in you that past memory of how you used to be bullied. If you go into that submissiveness, that is going to create trigger emotions in you. When you can be aware of that and go, whoa, that's from my childhood. Do I need to let myself, do I need to respond to that now the same way I did then? No, I'm an adult now. I can handle things in a different way. I can choose to respond to that bully. I can choose to just walk away. I can choose to not get energetically attached to what that person is projecting at me, because they're going through their own stuff, okay? So they're creating their own trigger emotions in that particular situation. It's all about how you respond for yourself. You have to look after yourself in that situation. And you will find that after you work on your trigger emotions, that you're going to respond to so many situations in more positive, upbeat ways that you find you just don't create those trigger emotions anymore. As much as we go through the trauma and the hardship with these trigger emotions, then we're not going to attract the paranormal beings. Because the paranormal beings, I sit back and they just watch us create all of this, and they just come in and they feed off it. So the one true way to avoid paranormal beings coming into your home, into your personal space, whether it be dark or demonic, is to not create the trigger emotions in the first place. And this is what I have found. And since I've started doing this work over the last 10, 15, 20 years, is that I create less emotions. I have less paranormal beings coming into my home because of me. They're coming in for my work that I do for them. And it's been a really good learning curve that I can share this information with you so that you understand that triggering these emotions in yourself creates a vibration that then attracts the vibrational feeders. It's as simple as that. So I hope you have found the information that I've shared in this video useful today and helps you to think about the next time you're in a situation where you might think about responding negatively, you actually stop. Catch yourself before you start. How can I respond in a better way? Do I need to actually respond? Where is this triggering me from my previous life experiences? And the big bonus is that when you do that work, you don't attract the paranormal beings. All right, thank you. Have a safe day. Look after each other, and I'll see you again soon.